Welcome back to another video on SkyRC, trying to bring you content regularly because there is not enough content out there, and well, I'm doing my best and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Today's video, this beautiful B7 which we recently did a video on, it looks extremely balanced when you just look at it by eye, but we don't know how balanced it actually is. So picked up some SkyRC Corner Weight Systems. Now these have been out for a few years now, so this isn't like a new product review, but it's my first time using them, so I'm still going to review them. But there's lots of other videos out there that do show how good they are, so it's not a case of are they good, are they bad. Really, I'm just interested to know how balanced or not balanced this B7 is. So we'll just go through a very quick minute or so on the setup of the corner weight system, super easy, and then we'll get straight in to putting this beautiful B7 on the system. Now, before we start anything, here in Britain, cup of tea. Because you can't start a new project or anything for that matter, without a cup of tea, milk, no sugar. Let's go. So crucially, getting the balance on these 10th scale 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive cars is pretty critical. It doesn't need to be perfect in my opinion, but it's good to know if there's something that can be done, if there isn't a corner on the car that is actually severely imbalanced. So when you're on carpet and high grip surfaces, you tend to really find these differences, and a weight here and there, whether it be 10, 20, 30 grams under lipo, under receiver, under radio tray, they can make a huge difference. Likewise, moving the battery forward to back. I think most people that are watching this video probably know, or if you don't, you just haven't discovered it yet, how important that is from battery. So if you're indoors on carpet, you might want to be pushing that battery to the front of the car to get more weight over the front. Or if you're on outdoor, low grip, wet conditions, you might be thinking about putting that battery towards the back of the car to give the rear end some more grip and some more lock-in. But what's really cool is I'm quite looking forward to actually being able to see the difference that can actually make. We're going to go through that in some future videos. In this video, we're going to put this on the scales and we're going to see just how balanced it really is. Setting up this wonderful piece of equipment, you need to download the app from either the Apple Store or the Play Store for the Android users. I'm going to put a link in the description for both of those, although there is a QR code on the box that you can quite easily locate. So, as you can see here on the screen, we need to connect these via Bluetooth. Once you have done your search, you now need to just individually enter the code, which is 4 zeros, onto each scale, and once you have done that, you can then connect and you will then be presented with the corner weight system screen. So that was super easy. So she is on the scales. Each corner, as you can see, nicely on the scales. She's looking hot, looking ready. I'm going to put the weights on the screen now and we'll see just how balanced this thing is or isn't. So looking at the numbers, okay, so 56% out to the rear of the car, 44% to the front. The left front corner has a little bit more weight by about 10 grams or so. That could be down to the collars on the shocks not being quite even. It could be down to a number of things, but we're going to work that out. The cross weight is actually nearly 50-50, which is actually, I think, really good, because that was what I was hoping. That's the weight from this side to that side. Okay. On the rear, we're about quite a big difference on the rear actually. So we might need to look at that. The left rear. So I think we're definitely going to have a little look at why that is imbalanced on there. We'll have to have a look at that, I think. Interestingly, the overall weight with a full-size battery is 1,541 grams. Maybe we will have to get the LD3 on there soon to compare just the weight difference there. But yeah, 1,541 grams in total. A little bit imbalanced on the rear. The front's not a million miles away, and the front to the rear is 44% towards the front and 56% towards the rear. So maybe we might want to be looking at the brass bulkhead, maybe another under servo weight, just to try and get that balance in the car a little bit better. So the question now is, what do we do with that information? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to balance up the car a little bit more, check all my shock collars, check my ride height, check the roll bar linkages. I'm going to make sure the car is as it should be, front to back. I'm going to add a little bit more weight to the front of the car, because ultimately when you're racing indoors, the small changes make the biggest differences, and we're always chasing just those tenths. So if we can gain a tenth out of making sure the car is absolutely balanced front to back, then this corner weight system is worth its weight in gold. Don't forget guys, make sure you're having fun when you're racing. It's nearly Christmas. I hope everyone gets exactly what they've asked for or bought themselves. I'll see you in the next one.